Ahoy hoy, how are y'all doing today? I am going to be putting up all the Halloween stuff. So we are going to be going over some of the other Momsters we did this last October. Pardon me, I'm a little distracted. Anyway, how y'all doing? This is going to be Billy's mom from Billy and Mandy, and she got Alien. For those who don't know, this is like the first time you may be hearing about it. I don't know. Uh, what was the last time I did this? Like a bunch of 2 weeks ago? Oof. Come on, charge. I'm on my phone while I'm doing this. Not talking on my phone. I have a microphone. But I'm watching the stream while I do this. So I will have just the same latency as you. Anyway, I have a list of 90 cartoon moms now. Some of you have added some to them. And I have at least like 35 different monsters. Some are filler, some are not. Okay, how do I... Just show me my own channel. Damn phone. Okay, view your own channel. There we go. We're live. Damn, 7? Wow, you all jumped on. Hey, Condor. Hey, 16. Okay, I can't... I'm actually listening to you on my headphones, but I'm not going to be doing that. I can't stand hearing my own voice a couple seconds later. Okay, what the hell do I got to do? There's a lot here. I had a very successful Halloween. Yeah. It ran smoother. I cut corners here and there with a few things. Few of the I had to throw away my plastic gates last year. They finally got so they weren't sun bleached. What do you just call it when they're just out in the garage for so long that the plastic finally dries out and they just crumble in your hands? I finally had to throw it all away. I had about maybe 12 feet of fencing, which... No, not 12. It couldn't have been 12. It must have been at least maybe 9, because I would put it on one side of the thing and then the other. Oh, hello. Thank you, nerd. Aki got kill. No, what is that? Aki got kill. No, not warp decay, I guess you'd call it. Yes, that would be fine. Let's see. But anyway, I moved all the gravestones. I bought 3 bigger gravestones than all my other ones, and they were $5 a pop. I think they were at like the 5 and below. They're okay. The base is like real shitty. I did touch up all the gravestones I have because I just used some spray paint. I used some not copper, some cream and black spray paint to kind of uniform a lot of my headstones. Some of them had like sparkles because I bought them from the dollar store like years ago. And I just kind of painted over that, made it all look real nice. It turned out pretty good. And oh, Kill la Kill. Yeah, I've seen Kill la Kill. Yeah, I've seen lots of Kill la Kill. Like that, YouTube was saturated with it like a few years ago. I did figure out a new trick for my fog machines. I found a way that you can keep your fog on the ground longer by buying some what do you call them? Some tubing, some duct tubing, and putting it right in front of the opening for the fog machine, and then filling the tubes with frozen bottle waters. And that will condense all the fog faster Ooh, oh, these are slimy. I just took them out of the tube. I just throw everything back in here. That condenses the fog and lets it sit on the ground longer. Hold on, I'm going to empty some of these water balls out. It had a real good effect because I put lights on the ground. And when you can see them, it looks kind of cheap, but through the fog, it looked fantastic. Also, we got Grandma one of those big blow-up things, I'm not a huge fan of them, but it was a big blow-up ghost, about 9 foot tall. And, hello, Partridge. And I was able to put in I have a pop-up coffin. It's one of those little wire coffins. It's got pegs that you slide in it to keep its form. And I put it in its hands, and it made it pretty decent. It actually made it feel like it coincided with everything. There's a neighbor across the street. Okay, guy, but he's got a bunch of these. He's got a bunch of these, and they're all different. Like one's a regular ghost, and then one is the Demogorgon from Stranger Things, and then another one. It's a black cat, and then they had a new one. I don't know if this is just an Arizona thing, but there's this cow. There's this vampire cow they had. And I don't know if that's like a sports team or if it's just something that's going around. It was weird. The YouTube joke has me in stitches. Shorts joke. Oh, yeah. With Mini Minuteman. Yeah, he's good. He's like really good. I enjoy his stuff a lot. And I was just thinking about there was part one. I cut it out for time, but there was like one part where I go into explaining that he literally like did a whole video about what was it? It was literally about a bone, just one bone they found. But the way the bone was found in the ground caused a huge like uproar within the archaeologist community because it couldn't have been placed the way. It's a lot like that joke where in Ghostbusters where it's like no human would stack books this way. Indeed, nature wouldn't have stacked a bone that way. So, and that was one whole video. If they had found anything about like sacrificial pits, burn pits, if druids were really demanding like human sacrifices, we would never hear the end of that shit. Which that just reminds me of. Oh crap! I'm having a hard time here with this coffin. That just reminds me of what's his face's Mandalore Gaming's Secret of the Druids or whatever. Is this it? Yeah, I think I got it. Okay, good. Now I need the bag, the packaging. I got the flu and COVID shots for this. Oh, good. Okay, I thought you said I got the flu for Halloween. Yeah, it was rough on all of us, I would say. The month started out with a little trip to the hospital, which was fine. Everything got resolved. Not for me, for someone else. And then right at the minute mark when I was getting ready to put the final touches on my video and finish up all the Momsters and everything, one of our cars, one of the family cars, just stopped working. We think it's the alternator because the symptoms are just so weird. So yeah, I spent maybe 2 days. I burnt 2 days trying to actually figure out what was going on with that. So that was fun. Yes, ma'am, I am. Here, I'll help you. Yep, I'm doing a pod thing, and then I'm also putting up all the ghost stuff. Yep.
Looking for you. I couldn't find you. I know when I can't find you, I panic.
Oh, don't.
Oh, I usually know you.
Oh, well.
You're putting everything up.
Yeah, I gotta organize it all first. Well, yeah, it all goes in the pack of the boxes.
Well, you go send all yours.
Yeah, exactly. Back in the storage room.
Can you help me?
No, I pretty much need to just kind of take my time and sort everything. This is your ghost. It goes back in your chest. Okay, yeah, you got it. Scare acting? No. Quite like Vector? Yes, this is a Vector program. This is Affinity Designer 2. I used the opportunity this month to become familiarized with the system, or the program rather. It's fine. The vectors are great, and I can import it. Hello, Scott. I can import it into any sort of other program that supports vectors. Inkscape, Blender. I got this new program called Moho for like $30. It's like it's like Moho 12. It's fun. Hopefully, I'll start doing some animations. God, Paint Tool Saya still has the best. Still has the best pen, even by its vectors. If the creator can only just allow it to be like exported or import vectors, that would be fantastic. That would take off the weight limiters for so many things. But, you know. Ever read In Town? Afra Animations, they had a deal. It was something. They did some, I don't know, I forget what it was from or where it was through. It was Fanatical or something? Yeah, I'll toss it. Do you want Mom to hold on to this, or do you want to keep it for yourself?
Whichever one she wants.
Yeah, I think she'll like it if we take it back over there. No, I hold on to the fog machines here, so I'll find a place for it.
Whatever you want to do.
You got it, Grandma. You got it.
Whatever you and Mama want to do.
Okay.
You're the one that decided what to do.
Yep.
I never hear anybody ask me what should we do. So I figure if they don't need me.
All right. This now. Here, I gotta stop her. That's not true, Grandma.
Huh?
I said that's not true. You know it.
About. I know that.
Well, we need you. Let's see. What am I doing here? There's one advantage to Affinity, and that's it really does make good pattern brushes and pattern textures. The deal is gone. It's long gone. I think it was in summer. I'm sorry. I think I put a tweet out about it. And it was Affinity 12. It wasn't 14. So I think it's missing a bunch of features that the other ones had. So, I mean, it was $30, so I really couldn't pass up the deal. And as for that, sorry, Scott. Damn. That sucks. Anyway, I died after Halloween. I was working on the video up to the day, and I managed to like post it at noon. One thing that did happen that sucked. I gotta take all the batteries out of this shit. One thing that did suck is I put everything up early. Like my graveyard, I put up early because we had the ghost out there early, and so we were like, well, why not just put everything out? I usually don't do that, but the neighborhood is fine. So I put it all out, and by God, 5 days before Halloween, there was a huge, like, I wouldn't call it a storm, but it was like really windy, and it knocked everything over, and just I had to go out and just do everything over again. So that time was wasted. But anyway, yes, Affinity. This program's really good for, like, I'm building a pattern. Like I said, this is Billy's mom. She is an alien, so I'm going to go with more of a Mars Attacks, Tim Burton version kind of dress for her. So I need a lot of these spirals. You can sort of do something like this in Clip Studio, but Affinity is much, much, much faster to manipulate and register new materials. Like Clip Studio is like, how can I put this? I think Clip Studio is like a Swiss Army knife. It's got a bunch of everything, but you still want a decent like tool chest. It doesn't really do anything the best. Plus, those sons of bitches put the audio scrubbing for their animation behind a paywall or an upgrade. Like, it's the one feature we've all been begging for ever since we bought into the original set. Do I have a funnel? I am now currently putting my fog machine fog liquid back into the bottle for next year. I bought 2 bottles of this stuff when I first bought the fog machines, and I have yet to go through even one. I don't know how good the other one would be. Hold on, turn this over. Let me give this a good shake. These are basically just like giant vape pens. Don't quote me on that. I'm not sure. Any plans? No, Thanksgiving. I don't know. I've got one. I have one spare video. I don't know. Should I work on another video or should I skip straight over to Christmas and try my best to get that done? I had a script for Christmas written about 2 years ago with 12 Christmas specials. And let's see what happened. I forget what happened that year, but something happened. And then this year, my laptop that I wrote that on finally died. I bought that thing back in college. So it died, and I have the hard drive. I got to see if I can track everything down. Anyway, people have been asking, "Oh, do you have enough for next Halloween?" I have enough for the next 2 Halloweens when it comes to specials, because I I forget who mentioned it. I saw it fleetingly while I was doing something else. Someone re-released a HD copy of the Ghost and Condor, a 16 millimeter of the Devil and Daniel Mouse. It's clean and beautiful. I bet it is. I have to actually rewatch that. If they ever find, that's the problem, because you come across these things and sometimes they're like, do I pull the trigger on it or do I wait for a higher res? Do I wait for something higher res to come out? Hopefully. I did that with Young Frankenstein, or not Young Frankenstein, Frankenstein the college years. I was like, well, let's see. Maybe they'll find a better copy of it. And it's like, no, I've got to just do it. I think someone found a better version of Child of Glass. And that's when I added it to the list. And some of them are just older things that other people have talked about, like the Hansel and Gretel thing. To be perfectly honest, this is like the first year I like really watched the Hansel and Gretel special, which kind of was the thing that kind of weirded me out about the kung fu fighting. I was like, wait a minute, what? That's in this? What are they doing? I knew about the splatters and all that stuff, but I wasn't prepared for that. Let's see, is it out? Is it gone? Okay. I gotta empty this out. We gave out full-size Airheads, which was fun. I gave out full. We each buy a thing of candy to give out. It's like when they come to our house, you're really coming to three houses. Like Grandma will buy a candy, Mom will buy a candy, and I'll buy a candy. So I bought full-size Airheads, which was fun. Everyone loved them. And then we also had a supply of Dum-Dums. And which, again, Mom and a bunch of people, like, not other people, but Mom was like turning her nose up at that when I bought them. And I said, well, no, they're just fun. Different flavors. Never know what you get. And then she bought, both her and Grandma got just like little mini Musketeers, Twixes, that kind of stuff. Can I put... No, I cannot. Okay. I was going to put the piping in with the fog machines, but it doesn't look like I can. It doesn't look like they'll fit. Oh, the kids went crazy for the Airheads. And when they saw that they were full size, they were just like overjoyed. Little pricey though. Like I think I spent, let's see, there's a cauldron in here. $13 for each box. Each box had 19 bars. Not 19. 90 bars. Yeah, I spent about maybe $32 on candy, but that's fine. Here. I gotta find bags. Here. There we go. Yeah, that was a long, long time ago. We needed to do that for the trip because we were told that we needed to produce videos to pay for the trip. Before afterhand, which was kind of lame, but I think we managed to like put a couple of them in there. If I had known that there was a script. I watched the Halloween episode. The Cowboys of Moo Mesa. Skullduggery rides again. Huh. Okay. Does that take place on Halloween? Like in the Cow universe, or is it just like the Ghost episode? Because I could put that on Close Enough Halloween. That goes there, that goes there. The crow belongs to us, and the ghost, the hanging ghost, belongs to Grandma. So I've got to get out there and I've got to take down the webs and the other stuff. Hold on, I'm opening the garage. Both aired October 1st. The second one does. Okay, I may have to look into that. Oh, sorry. Hit the mic. Who's the that's the horse lady from Mau Mau. The yeah, I don't know. She's one of the background. She's one of the Care Bear looking things that Mau Mau has to protect when he ends up going to protect Heart Valley. Little old me sitting up in a tree, gonna do something ugly. Oh, I have this now. Okay, that was sitting on a nail. Done. Cool. Okay. One ghost down. That was actually repurposed from just an earlier drawing of her. I had the file left over, so I literally just changed her colors. Okay, there she is. I was wondering where she was. Hey, Matt. Yeah, I may do a short to explain my process for the making that title card. But basically, I had no time left over. Like I said, I lost 2 days from the car. I lost about a week at the hospital. So my title card this year was just old pictures that I remembered I had done, hadn't used as title cards, but could make them into title cards from photos. And that's because I had a bunch of names written for. Oh, I just did that thing where you swallow some of your spit, or breathe some of it in. I had a bunch of names for what I was going to call the video, and I was like, well, Halloween Specials Reloaded, Revenge. I already did Revenge. I already did Return. I was just thinking like, what's like the cliches? I did Curse. So I was like, Remembrance. And I was like, okay. I had Remembrance down on the list of possible names. And I was like, okay, photos. I could just take photos of the old art I've done and then use Remembrance. So it was really, I don't know, I was able to kind of, yeah, kind of, she is very much an alien from the Tim Burton thing. Walk Among Us. That would be good. That's a good one. I'm gonna take a screenshot. That's a good one. Or like old B movie 50s names. That would be great. We just had a Karate Kid 3 moment. That's good. That's good. I'm gonna use that. Okay, let's see. How do I fold this ghost up? We got these little wire ghosts. I went with the theme of ghosts this year since Grandma got her blow up ghost. I was like, okay, well, I guess in order to make that one ghost not feel like it stands out, I got these little wire ghosts from Walmart. They're just like cloth and one thing of wire and a face. And I just hung them up above the garage. Invasion, In Search of, those are all great. Weird Halloween Specials Conquer the World. I think if I do Walk Among Us, the idea for this year's title card was going to be the girls from Ghoul School, except they were going to be, different costumes. Hey guys, can you help me? Does Ilsa play the accordion in that movie? I just have this. I think I invented a memory of seeing Ilsa the Frankenstein girl playing an accordion. Or is that Phantasma? I can't remember. I guess I gotta just rewatch the whole thing. Because one of them was going to be Weird Al. And I was leaning towards Ilsa, but then I was looking through the movie, just like short clips, and I'm like, there's got to be there's one part where they do music, right? And I'm looking, and I don't see it. So then I'm thinking, okay, well then maybe I'll make Phantasma Weird Al. No idea. Okay. Okay. And then the vampire girl was going to be Barbie. She was going to have the black and white striped swimsuit. And what's her face? Winnie was going to be a Wolverine. And I don't know what Tess was going to be, but I was going to have Tess riding Ilsa's shoulder. I knew that's where I wanted it to be. I wanted the center line of the title card to feature Tess riding on Ilsa's shoulders, like all excited. No, if I did that, it would be Walk Among Us. 13 weirdest Halloween specials Walk Among Us. I wonder if I can also like make it into a like a tabloid cover. That would be cool. But anyway, that also reminds me, going back to the title card and how I had to make it. There were supposed to be more. I had more images to choose from, and I settled on 3 because when I added 5, which was what I originally wanted to do, it looked you couldn't tell who the characters were. They were all too small. You got to think about that when you make a YouTube title card, which is unfortunately why you have so many title cards with arrows and big, goofy faces, is because, like it or not, those do draw you in. There's no the space for actual artistry is very limited now. Before we all went to YouTube, we had Blip, and we had Channel Awesome, and those title cards took up maybe about 1/5 of your screen, so you can actually see what all the artwork that was being advertised. So when you had all these people making really good title cards, that's what they would do. Can't that, and then YouTube has shrunken all of them. So, hey, Hats Off Media, how you doing?
Do you think this is run by battery?
No, it's run by the cord.
It just went out.
It just went out. Is it the fuse that went out? Let's see. What outlet did you use it on? Show me the outlet that you used it on. No, but Bunny's later.
Huh?
Oh, I was talking to them.
You want to put your lid down?
No, I've still got to get that one ghost out there. And all the lights in the bushes.
Right there in the kitchen.
Right there in the kitchen.
Right there where I always put it.
Okay. I hope it didn't burn out. Okay, there is some fuse. Yeah, there we go. I just pressed that in. Oh, the breaker over the sink.
Okay.
There we go. It's that. This caused a short, and the breaker over the sink.
Just stick it in there?
No, it popped. It popped. Yes, press the red button.
Okay.
Red button on the breaker.
All right.
Yeah, you got it.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not bothering me at all. I'm doing an Artcast, which means you can totally bother me. They can hear you, so say hello.
Who was it?
Well, them, every one of my followers.
You're talking to all your followers?
Yes.
What did they do? Call you?
No, they just sit in the chat room.
Oh.
The letters like text. Like imagine Texas but faster. Yeah. Aw, thank you. So you had lots of trick-or-treaters. New families in your thing. Cool. That's great. We didn't have that much. It was weird. Wednesday we had a whole bunch. When it was Tuesday, we had a whole bunch of people. When it was Thursday, we had barely anybody. I had 100. No, wait. 200. Let's see. There was 90 bars in each box. I had 3 boxes. That is 200. Okay. Plus I took some out. I took at least one package out of at least, if I were to buy them at the store. Okay, so we maybe had like about maybe I would say 300 at least, because that's how many airheads were gone. I was busy running around, but my brother and my sister-in-law were here, and they brought her niece to visit great grandma and grandma, my mom. And what she would do is, and she went around trick or treating and finished up in the neighborhood. She's only like 4. And she came home and she had like maybe about a good haul. But what she would do is just that she would run up and give out candy to all the trick-or-treaters. And she'd have a big fistful of candy and she'd like pop like about 3 pieces of candy in each trick-or-treater. And she did a good job. But sometimes what she'd do is she'd have a leftover piece of candy and she'd go and run over and put that in her bag. So by the end of the night, she'd have taken like candy from our supply and like tripled her Halloween candy. I really am impressed with Affinity. In some cases, sometimes the pen is really slow and it doesn't it doesn't respond. The handles have a weird thing of reacting, so I don't know. There's just every program has their quirks, but like this was great. Being able to make this pattern super fast. It looks awesome. Yeah, we had pizza and hot wings that night. It was very nice. One more ghost and all the ladder stuff's done. Pizza was from Little Caesars, which is fine. It was okay. I made a mistake of ordering a regular cheese pizza, which barely had any sauce and hardly had any cheese, which sucked. But they did have the flat pizza, the flat small, the thin crust pepperoni and the deep dish pepperoni, which is pretty good. I found a place that they don't really skimp on their sauce, except this one time with the cheese pizza. Man, that was disappointing. And the hot wings came from Barrios. I was gonna order them from another place, this place called Alt Wings, which is amazing. Like they make fantastic wings, but their phone lines were busy. So I'm assuming Halloween night, they're a very small business. So I assume Halloween night everyone was calling them, and I just couldn't make an order. So we settled on Barrios, which isn't as good, but it's better than Little Caesars wings by like a country mile. Little Caesars wings are pathetic. They're like these tiny little like pigeon legs with like maybe some pepper on them. I could have gone to Safeway and gotten some better wings. not really. Safeway's wings stink too. But at least they taste, they're bigger. Let's see if I can grab this with a stick. I've got one little thing of tuft of spider web up on the roof. And I'd like to just be able to... There we go. Got it. Perfect. Oh, shit. I took the nail off. That's the nail I hang everything on. Oh, well. I'll just put a new nail up. I don't do anything for Christmas over the garage, so that's fine. There's no outlets up there. Did I see Beetlejuice? Beetlejuice. No, I'm afraid not. Not yet. Actually, you know what? I just don't go to the movie theaters anymore. I figure I've adopted a very zen approach to media, which is that eventually it's going to be on either Netflix or something else. I had offers from a friend of mine because they got a copy of Beetlejuice that fell off a truck. I don't know how they did it, but they did, and they watched it in a what was it? What's that other thing? Discord. That's it. That's the word I'm looking for. They watched it in a Discord server. I pushed in for a little bit, but I was like, yeah, it's that easy to get it. Like, that's the thing about FOMO, is that when everything's FOMO, then nothing's FOMO. Like, a Wooly is just now playing through the Phoenix Wright games. So, and then when you think about it, that's good, because these new fans, when they rediscover things, then you have new creators like rediscovering things, and it reignites your passion for those things. It's kind of like that thing that you do when, we've all done this. We've all watched a movie, but we haven't really rewatched a movie because we're showing it to a friend. So we're not watching the movie. We're watching our friend's reaction to the movie because we want to see them like have those moments that we already experienced. We want to, we want to relive those moments through them. Oh, hey, Michael. I wouldn't know. The last movie theater I went to was pretty nice. It was a little like mini theater in the mall, and the people there kept it up pretty good. Personally, Round Table Pizza have the best wings, spicy as hell. You know what I do? And I don't really have cravings for hot wings anymore because I just go and I get myself a barbecued chicken breast from like Safeway, or even like when the family's around. Well, when we have to go out shopping at like Sam's or Costco or something, we pick up a chicken, and I just get some hot wing sauce. Not cayenne sauce, the actual hot wing sauce. And I just use that for a little dipping on the side. And it's just the same. Sorta. You miss some of that kind of smoky flavor a little bit, but if you just want the sauce, which is what you want, then that's perfect. Like pre-game your chicken before you go out that night. Why is this going out? There. Do you watch furry found footage on YouTube? I have seen them. I've seen. I know. I recognize that name, and I know the sort of the avatar of the channel is a purple furry woman. I think I saw like their commercial compilations, and I think I have subscribed, but I haven't like actually seen. Ooh, ooh! Did that break the? No. Okay. Hold on. I gotta put something between this and the door. There. I have a wire. I have a Bluetooth receiver sitting on a extended UBS wire that leads back into the office, through a garage door, through a window, and then back into a computer, so I can talk on this headphone thing. The channel is Wolf. Furry found footage, yeah. Oh, yeah, I remember. Well, that's the one way of getting around that. You got to create like analogous items to correlate with, you know, the things they want to talk about. And they become funny. You know, ooh, hot wings. Hot sauce is alcohol in that world. Like literally Mississippi Queen. The guy makes a cocktail of all the stuff. No, analogous. It means like, you know, things that are stand-ins for other things. Okay. I guess the regular show was able to get all those song rights because it was Warner Brothers, right? I wonder how much of their budget they used versus the animation budget to license that, or if they had access to it because of it was in the library. Because they had Mississippi Queen. They did that a lot during the earlier seasons. I don't recall them doing that in the later seasons. They had Mississippi Queen. They had Working for the Weekend. They had... What else do they have? Am I overestimating how much of the like 80s music they had? Hello, Amelina. Kinda. It's more like her brain is just sitting in a chamber above her head to replace her hair puff. Oh no. Oh, my signs got wet in the rain, damn it. Oh well. That's fine. They're not too ruined. I have these little signs that sit above the there's a pole right in front of our house, and I put a I put these signs out that say which crossing or which parking only, and zombies. Watch out for zombies. Oh well, they'll dry out, I think. Yeah. Okay, Kenny Loggins. Okay, so they did that one. There was a karaoke episode. All right, all right. Okay, so they did do it a lot. But it was there one point, like after like season 1, where they stopped? Because I remember that convention going away. And I didn't watch the, I don't know, I didn't watch the last couple seasons. I had to learn about the wedding episode from YouTube, from people talking about it, because I just checked out and I was like, oh my. And then I saw it and I was like, oh God, this is horrible. Benson is great. All the characters on that show is great. I think I've told this anecdote one time before, but I was like, I don't think I can stand any of these characters. I was like, I hate Rigby, he's obnoxious, he's so immature. I hate Muscle Man, he's so obnoxious. Ghost, I have no feelings towards High Five Ghost or Skips, and Benson is just a horrible boss. And I was like, the only person I like really like am okay to I like, and then like Pops is just weird. It was like the only like character that I kind of sort of relate to is Mordecai. And then by the end of that whole thing, it was flipped. Because I was like, okay, muscle guy, he's got his quirks, but he's like he's a nose to the grindstone kind of guy. He knows the pecking order, and he will respect, a people for the effort that they put in. High Five Ghosts is his right hand man, almost literally. Skips is amazing. He's just an immortal guy who can like do anything. Pops is fantastic, always willing to try something new. And then Mordecai is the one that disgusts me by the end of it. Okay, hey, see you, Scott. You take care. Oh, Benson. I'm not saying Benson didn't have his moments. They all had moments when they were shitheads. When they all pulled a Mordecai. Oh, our bush here has these beautiful purple flowers. They must have popped up when it rained. Everybody's working for the weekend. You know what? The one food from that show that looks really good was those grilled cheese sandwiches. Like they would often try to do that. They would often try to like, expose some sort of food that was like, or depict food as like, oh wow. Even the hot wings, I wasn't too, I was like, oh, okay, hot wings are fine, but those grilled cheese sandwiches looked great. Billy and Mandy did have some like, it really was a good classic series. Cheezers, that's what it was. It was Cheezers, and it was such a popular thing in the show that you had a line like out the door. I went to Walmart the day after Halloween, and they were already out of all their Halloween stuff. But then again, they've been doing this weird thing where they put the cost down by 25% the week of Halloween, which is pretty smart because they want people to come in and get rid of all of it beforehand. Sorry, bumped the microphone. That's how I got my fences. The first the fences I got, those were after a Halloween special. They were having like 75% off everything. So I just grabbed as many of those fences as I could. And they've got them around still, but they've got like skulls on them and everything. These were just like, they looked like they were just real metal fences that you'd find out in like a real graveyard. Not really. Not now, but like, you know, they weren't like, they didn't have goofy skulls on them or anything. And they weren't like colored purple. Oh, sorry, I hit the microphone again. It's a beautiful day out there. The sun's shining. There's a little bit of an overcast. It's not blisteringly hot anymore. I don't know if the mic is picking up that wind, but it feels great. Okay, these all go in the box with grandma stuff. Could I ever eat the omelet? Oh, the omelet? No. No. And I don't know about the ultimate burger meal, but that omelet looks, I don't know, chili with an omelet, it depends. Is it like the hot dog chili? Because I could go with that. But I don't like the bean chili. Graveyards. I'm thinking about making some of my own set of graveyard fences. And I would need, they sell this insulating foam, or these foam sheets rather, and they're like, they're for insulation. They're fairly cheap. I used to work with them in college because the art building had this huge renovation, and the construction crew didn't want to pick up the foam sheets they had. So they were like, does anyone want these foam sheets? They're pretty good for arts and crafts stuff. And I grabbed a sheet, and I took it home, and I used that for most of that year of college. And if I could make a template where I can say, okay, well, this is how high it needs to be, here's how many number of stands, and make a little cross section of it, I think I could like knock out something that'll last me for quite a bit longer than plastic, actually, because those are building materials and they're meant to be inside your, they won't have a rigid body. They'll have a rigid enough body, but they could snap under the pressure. I'm not sure. Grandma makes chili sometimes, and it's okay. I mean, I'm not a big bean person. I don't like beans. I love refried beans, which is funny. It's like that tomato meme where it's like, oh, gross, a tomato, and then the guy loves all the ketchup and the, and pasta and pizza and stuff. But that means that's when it's been processed. Oh, there's lots of bees here. Okay, sorry. Oh, that's adorable. There was 2 of them and a little flower. You're so cute. You don't know nothing. Yellow?
You getting hungry?
Ah, I'm okay. I just had that breakfast. How are you?
How you doing?
Pretty good. Pretty good. I'm just getting I got all the lines from outside. I got to get the extension cords and that's it. Are you hungry, Grandma? Are you hungry?
Well, I'll fix it if I am.
Okay, yeah. I just made that breakfast sandwich.
I'm not hungry.
Feels nice though, huh? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Don't have to have the heater, the cooler on or the heater on right now. Just resting against the car. I said just resting against the car. Oh, we'll have all our extension cords back. I got up and made a breakfast sandwich this morning with I took a sausage link and I cut it open and made a sausage patty and made an egg, and we took some, I wouldn't say day old hamburger buns, but we had like hamburgers a couple days ago, and I just slapped an egg on that, slapped the sausage, made a little McMuffin. Yeah, I'm getting them. Do you want me inside? Do you want me inside?
Oh, no.
Okay. Oh. Yeah, it's good. Do you want me to get you a chair? Beautiful. Okay. These switches go in here. Okay, I've got 1, 2, 3. Okay, I got the 3 switches that turn the Christmas lights on and off automatically. And here's the switch the box that turns them on. I should have gotten the biscuit. The biscuits. I wonder if I could or English muffins. I like English muffins better. Biscuits are so damn dry, which is why you need the gravy for them. Biscuits are disgustingly dry. I don't like them. I didn't even like the cheddar biscuits that they, have at what's his face. Crap. They just went. Red Lobster, I think, went out of business, or did they? Or did they jump back? I'm not sure. I know TGI Fridays also got pegged by those. What do you call them? Equity lawyers, investors. The shit stains. Oh, you don't need to. Well, I guess if you want to bring them in.
I do.
Okay, yeah, bring them in and put them in the somewhere else. No, you don't need to put up the scarecrows. The scarecrows can be for Thanksgiving. Oh yeah. Yeah, they are getting a little burnt by the sun. Okay. We got scarecrows out. Some scarecrows. She's got some sitting in the living room. They stand pretty tall. They've got weighted bottoms, so they just stand up on their own. It's great. And we've got other ones sitting in plants. And some woven pumpkins. Not woven, knitted. Let's see, this is a 3-prong thing that goes in there. These can go over here now. I got these new LED lights and they kind of stink. They're not as bright as the old lights. But they did the job. That is the one best part about the Halloween decorations, is that the more jacked up they get, the more they look appropriate for Halloween. You can't do that with Christmas. Christmas stuff needs to look antique and not busted. Like if it's got a few cracks here and there, that's fine. It looks, again, like I said, antiqued. But Halloween stuff can just be like, one of my gravestones broke in half. And you know what I did? I just put one half facing the right way out of the graveyard and then just moved the other half a little bit closer and stuck it up like it had broken in half, like actual old gravestones do. Oh, that's what I do. If I had a big enough yard and I had enough crazy ass money, I would replicate the I don't know, something for Bloodborne. I don't think I would go full-blown Hunter's Nightmare, but I would definitely do the courtyard with the well and just like gravestones sitting on top of each other and a big gate. And I would hire someone to like remake a costume for like one of those giant skeletons that they have at Home Depot, and I would dress it up like one of the axe bearers. Hey, Johnny. And then maybe some other ones to, I don't know. The weird pale eel people. I've got a craving to replay Bloodborne. And Liza P. Oh, really? They imported actual gravestones? That's dumb. Okay, well, here's the thing. What rules are we going by? Because in Poltergeist, they moved the gravestones and left the bodies. So it was the bodies that they, that were part of the haunting. What was the deal with Poltergeist 3? That was in a building, right? I got to look that up. I got to look at the I only remember like scenes from that movie. There was something in a parking lot and in a building, and there was lightning striking it, and they had some weird cult leader who was a ghost. I got to look up the synopsis of it, or maybe just a video essay or something. Okay, I think that's all of the lights out here. I still have the extension cords. I remember there's one thing I do miss, and that's like I used to watch a lot of horror movies on the Sci-Fi Channel because I was just like, I would just be like, well, I'll just turn this on and watch it and see what happens. Because if there was nothing new on like Cartoon Network or Comedy Central or something like that, I could always watch a horror movie. I guess I could do that with Shutter, but like I don't know. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. You could always just make fake headstones. But do you think that conversation came up? Where he's like, I want real headstones because I want the ghosts to come over. And then someone had to like sit there and be like, well, um, maybe, but like, it's the bodies, right? Like, what if you actually made ghosts? Like, again, in Poltergeist, you actually made ghosts by just disturbing their graves, taking their graves away. And then they had to wake up and look around where they were and be like, where the hell's my gravestone? But they couldn't like follow you over long distances because I don't know, ghost rules. You didn't tell me his place was built on an Indian burial ground. No, you didn't. Well, I don't recall. Okay. He said he mentioned it 5 or 6 times. Still the best. Okay. Even his reaction when he first finds the graveyard in the basement. He's like, "What?" I didn't watch I haven't watched you know what, I should do that. I should do maybe a live reacts of maybe the last. When was the last time? It couldn't have been 20 years. I have to figure out what was the last Treehouse of Horror I saw. Actually saw, not saw clips of, just actually saw. In earnest. Pizza and potato wedges. That's a good combo. That's an interesting combo. One I wouldn't have thought of. Any cheese on those wedges or any sort of dipping sauce? A sort of garlic mayo, perhaps? Yeah, I think that is officially it. I think that is officially all the lights. Now I just need to pack it all in. Okay, I can close the garage door and be as weird as I want now. Okay, it looks like we're going to start moving on to it looks like we are moving on to Bunny, who's ironically dressed as a cat. I gotta move these. Oh crap, I forgot how heavy these are. Okay. Oh. There we go. As in Bunny Bravo, that is correct. I believe it was one of you that requested it to be on the list. Bunny Bravo. I maybe added about, yeah, like a lot of new names to the list. That's the sound of all my gravestones. I'm organizing them. I had a bag, a big garbage bag, but I don't I can't seem to quite place it. Oh, here it is. Hopefully? No, this was the bag with all the spikes in it, or the stakes. And for this one was relatively fast to do. Oh, thanks, Finder. The Olympics one? I did an Olympics one. Is that anywhere? It should be on my channel. It should be on there. I don't think it got like taken down or demonetized or anything. Just look under familiar faces. Animal Olympics. Would I personally like to see it? Yeah, I would like to see a Wonder Woman animated series. I think they could pull it off. Wait, what are we talking about? Are we talking about like an actual straight-faced one? Like something Paul Dini would do? Or even Alan Grant? Or are we talking like Harley Quinn? Like, I moved to the big city. Now I don't know what to do. Watch me, Wonder Woman. And 2 fingers up the ass. That's a Laura Schmidt Game Grumps joke, for those who don't know. It's me, Laura. I actually have a video I need to edit about. It's going to be a side-eye review of Batman. I could have that as a stopgap between for Thanksgiving. I don't think he was involved, was he? Oh, who's that one writer? The one the bear meme woman online, the one that did redhead, does memes about like bears and stuff, like wrote the first Deadpool movie, writes for X-Man. Had that hilarious Twitter thread about how smooth shark skins were, when in fact they're not, and she just kept doubling down and trolling everyone about that. Gail something? I don't know. I forget. Anyway, I like to see maybe her take on Wonder Woman. I think she can maybe like write it with actual pathos. She seems like the female Paul Dini in that she can write both serious stuff and goofy stuff and thread the needle between them. Oh, by the way, with this drawing, what was I going to say? Gail Simone, yes. Good. Okay. Yeah. This one was pretty fast because first of all, Bunny has a very simple design. And for the pose, I have this day calendar, 1-a-day calendar of Sports Illustrated. It's a Sports Illustrated. It's from like 2012 or something. I found it at a thrift store, and I was like, "Oh, this is great for like just random poses." Because if you flip through it, you can just find a random pose that looks good. Yeah, Cap?
Would you text $20 to them?
No, I didn't text $20 to them.
I said, would you?
Oh,
I don't want him to get in.
no. Let's see, what is this? Who sent this? Sometimes they just send it out. Just wait. We've already sent the money, Grandma. I think we're sitting good.
Sure.
Yeah. I think
Are they ahead?
No. Actually, we had a really good poll from Iowa that
We're
sends.
behind.
No, we're good.
We're good?
Yes. We all the signs are looking good, but just don't send random money to people who text you. We have already donated to the local branches. Yeah, but
You want a sandwich on it?
no, I'm okay. We had breakfast at like 3, not 3, 12.
Oh, God, I didn't know. Of course, a lot of this goes over your money.
Yeah. All this goes over. The 3 boxes go over to Grandma. Yes, Grandma. The 4 boxes go over to Grandma, Mom's, and because she's got the store.
Got 2 garages.
That's what I was gonna say.
I've been thinking very seriously about getting a garage.
Well, where would you put it?
Right against that wall.
What wall? Yeah, maybe, but you'd have to cut down the one of those bushes,
I was just thinking,
and those are really nice.
there's a lot there.
No, I think we're good. We still have a lot of room, open room there.
Of course, I could go through this and probably take
Grandma, you're just looking at it when there's a lot of stuff in here. As soon as I get it all out, it'll be fine. No, I'm just kind of just relaxing or taking my time.
you do the job.
I got to sort these out in
That's Mama.
in order of size. Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Where does she put it?
Yeah, one of the sheds.
Some of the stuff she has over here.
Well, yeah, this is all my stuff. I'm the one that collected it.
No, but you bought what? How long?
Oh, yes. Some of this stuff I've had for 20 years.
Years.
Yes.
I think I'll lie down and go if you don't mind.
No problem. I'm just hanging out here. Yeah. No, I hear that. Yeah. Yep. Okay.
I put it so over there.
Yeah, well, I've still got stuff to do, Grandma. Yes, Grandma. No, I know. I'm not mad at you. Grandma, I'm not. Okay. Yes. You got it. No, that's where all the skeletons go.
I got you guys to get this for 25 years.
Uh-huh. See the skeleton, the dummies go in here. Yeah, you like these? Yeah, and all the bones go in here with them.
Anybody take pictures?
Yeah, I saw a bunch of people taking pictures as they come along. I think sometimes they take pictures. They took pictures the first time we had it all out. And I guess they take pictures like the subsequent years.
I like
Well, yeah, these are all the dummies. These are all the dummies that sit in the graveyard. And this is the pirate's bottle of wine. And then there's more skulls and more bones that shift through the graveyard. Yeah, see, and that's already one box down.
Now, where do you put the head?
The heads, they don't go in any box. They just sit in their own thing. Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
You put these in a box?
They go in a bag.
Oh, in a bag.
Yeah, somewhere when I find it. Let's see.
Well, I'm gonna
Go ahead.
go.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. What time is it? 1 o'clock? Okay, yeah, okay, I guess. I just fed her at 12. I made sandwiches for both of us. She's a little, you know. You know, what can I say? 93. It catches up with you. But she's still plugging away. I don't know what number she saw. I mean, good for her priorities. I wish she kind of did that a month ago. Just don't send random money to people who are on the phone. Oh. But is this one already full? Oh, I didn't touch this one. Okay, that's good. Okay, this one's just ready to go. Okay, yeah, this is all the indoor stuff, which I didn't use. I didn't use a lot of it. Oops, sorry. I didn't use a lot of this for the indoor stuff. But anyway, as I was saying, yeah, I just have a collection of some of those, and it's really easy. I don't need to open up a folder or anything. I just thumb through that, and I find a pose that I like. In this case, there was a young woman who was sitting on the beach in this pose, and I was like, okay, that's cool. That's very much a okay, I hear what you're saying. Yeah. Who are we talking about? Jenny? Hmm. I think the hardest Momster style-wise was Lana. When it came to Lana, trying to figure out, I don't know, just mimicking the Archer style, which actually was a lot simpler than I had anticipated, because that character is, even though it looks more lifelike than all the other cartoons, it's still comprised of a bunch of like solid shapes because it's vectorized. So it was actually fairly easy to replicate. Oh, sorry. Okay. I've got to figure out where all this is going to go in this one. Okay, that's good. And that goes there. And that goes like that. That's fine. That's perfect. Good. We're done. We're almost done, the boyos. What's this? This is just fall stuff. This can stay out. This goes in. This goes in. These are my lights that I use for filming. I don't have a big garbage bag for... Oh, wait, no. No, that's a box of assorted cutlery. Come on, there was a big bag here. Big garbage bag. Oh, poop. Well, I guess the graveyards can stay loose. That's fine. Did I watch the second Joker film? No. Again, I mentioned that I just don't go to theaters. Okay, that goes here. The Raven goes in this box. The Vampire goes in this one. The Coffin goes in this one. I think that's... Wow. Am I almost done? That was a lot easier than I thought it would be. I just don't have anything for these tombstones. Ew. Okay, I'm going to throw this out. This is nothing. The Killing Joke had a musical, a song, I think. Something about driving you crazy or driving us crazy or something. Because they had to like make the sequence with Gordon going through the fun house. I don't know, something. It doesn't work. It really doesn't work when you're... I mean, they could have done it. But like a song was fine too. But they had to like... I don't know, you could have done it like maybe a... it almost robs the whole moment of its impact. Just if they had done it straightforward, who would have known? But yeah, I think it's got a song in there. Oh, and Crisis on Infinite Earths. My God. I've been watching that's another thing that sort of poisoned my algorithm for a while there. That sort of, I don't know. That thing felt to me like it would have been my uh, I would have had the same reaction I had to it as I did Civil War, which was the thing. I was in college, I was just getting into comic books. Like I had loved art comics and movies. I had loved comic book movies and comic book cartoons. And I was just now starting to like get some disposable income, and I was just starting to get into comics. Other than I was a big fan of Sonic the Hedgehog as a kid, and I would read the Archie comics. Same with like the Ninja Turtles and stuff, and I was getting into like a little bit of Hellboy and stuff like that. And the Goon, I loved the Goon. So I was starting to like branch into like the real stuff, or what the quote unquote real stuff, with Superman and Batman and like the Marvel stuff, everything that was going on. And Civil War just killed all like momentum for me for that. Like I had no desire. I just lost it. I was just like, I'll just get off comics for a while, and never really got back into it on the same level. Especially with the internet. Well, with the internet, you can just like read like fan comics and just read a bunch of artwork and just enjoy that. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'm pretty much got this in the bag. I just need to put these lights up. And these are our lights. And these are Grandma's lights, and they stay here in her little box. And there we go. That's her stuff. And this other stuff I stack over here because it is going back over to Mom's house in her shed. These chairs go up here. Well, I've got, okay, it's backwards. Oh yeah, I remember that. Like they also had like a space version of the an outer space version of Totally Spies, I think. And like whatever Martin Mystery was. Oh, pardon me, I got to take these witches apart. of a European comic, retooled to be more appealing. Oh, really? Oh, I'd like to actually, I actually like to check that out. I love European comics. The French stuff is great. Random question. Was the leather jacket all the buttons reference or allusion to? Okay, no, it was just right when I was getting into video production, my grandmother had given me not this grandma, the one that lives in New Mexico. They just had given me a leather jacket, and I was looking for something like, you know, my outfit, my own thing, like the, you know, the nerds got the hat, and the Linkara had his hat and jacket. Bunni had like long hair and just the overshirt, I guess. Anyway, everyone had their thing, and I was like, okay, what could my thing be? I was like, okay, leather jacket and pins. Because pins are module, and you can like buy a bunch of them to like represent a bunch of different fandoms. So like anything I was talking about, I could just like move that up or move that down. I found out recently that you're really not supposed to do that on leather. Like if I had worn something that was maybe a bit more woven, like maybe a bomber's jacket, that would have been better. Would Hilda count as a European comic? Yeah, I guess. Isn't the guy who made it French or British? It's definitely inspired by a lot of like, you know, stuff like Tintin and things like that. Oh, what's this? Oh, that's just an alarm. Okay. I actually need to go in and into the computer and see where we're at. Like, what's our running time? Oh, yeah, we're just about finishing up. We got about 1 hour. I mean, 2 hours and... No, 1 hour and 55 minutes. And I think everything altogether was like 2 hours and 2 minutes. Okay, see ya, Tom. Wait. Ciao, Thomas. Wait, Cage Creature's name's Thomas? Okay, well anyway, see you, Cage Creature. Yeah, give it like maybe about 2 more minutes and this is almost done. Oh, that little drop there? That's so I can select different layers. I find it hard to like select the over the pin art. I mean, not the pin art, the pencil. The pencil. I use the pencil lines as a guide, or you know, the sketch layer as a guide. It's hard to select anything underneath it, but I found a workaround for that by if you make a different, like some sort of different object that occupies the same layer, then you can click on that object and it'll let you into the layer you want to work on. Oh, thank God, Condor. Very good, very good. I'm glad that worked out. I wish there was some way that you could just like turn off not visibility, but like the ability to select the layer and still have it above you. Yeah, I've had to find a lot of little workarounds. Yeah, that is about almost it, isn't it? That's almost it, isn't it? Put this up and wait another year for it to come back, and that's about it. That's 1, 2, 3 boxes of her Halloween stuff, and yeah. And here's the skulls. The ghost will keep, or maybe take it over. I don't know. The fog machines will keep. The wall review. You know what? I would have to agree with a lot of stuff that was said by uh, folding ideas. Testing. Is the microphone dead? No. Okay. Okay. It's coming. I'm looking at my phone, and so there is definitely a delay on things. I get to put this chair or this table up. Oh, very nice. This is good. I may go in and take a nap after this. Oh, before we time out for the night, I just wanted to know: does anyone know if the oh, I'm making little cat earrings. That's cool. I forgot about the little cat earrings. They add a lot of personality to the outfit. Does anyone know if the new Fortnite season is a full season, or if it's just like one of those weird, like partial seasons that they've been having? Because it is, I'm not going to waste the V-Bucks on it. And if it's just a remix, I'll play some other game. I'll play, let's see, I've still got Dirge. I've still got Dirge loaded up. But I don't feel like playing a puzzle game. I feel like playing a shooter. So I'm thinking about either checking out the first Descendant again or loading up something else. We're playing Batman Arkham alongside, I don't know, I got to figure out what else. What's the counter programming? What's like the equal but opposite of Batman? Oh wait, I actually did. I'm wondering if I should play it. The this other game I was going to play for Halloween, Puppet Master. I was wondering if I should play Puppet Master now, because I'm not sure it will be around by next Halloween. I've heard bad things, but it's a Puppet Master project, which would actually like really support the idea of jank. Oh, Midnight Suns. What happened is we had a mistake, or we did a boo boo. I started playing that on the PS4, and then they took it off of the account. So I've started, and I had Midnight Suns on the computer. I had it on Steam, and I'm not going to pay $40 for something I paid $20 to get the first time because I was part of the Hubble Bubble thing. It was a thing. But anyway, I had it, so I restarted my game, and I've actually been streamlining a couple things. I've actually made a lot of really good progress just because I was able to bump up the difficulty because I know the game now. I know the ins and outs and all the tricks of it. So I'm not like banging my head against the wall trying to figure out the best strategy. So I've been able to bump up the difficulty relatively sooner and frankly fly through a lot of the earlier chapters. And also, I found a little bit more optimal gameplay with a little bit more balance between cards that generate mana and use it better. Of course, I watched the Red Letter Media Puppet Master reviews. Those were great. Jay and Jack did a fantastic job talking about that series. And they also did Demonic Toys as the capper. Which I'm surprised they didn't also... They talked about Puppet Master versus Demonic Toys first, to have that blend into something. Which means now they've got to talk about Demonic Toys versus Doll Man, and then talk about Doll Man. And it looks like the stream is restarting, so I'm going to go into the computer and turn things off. Which is good. My voice is kind of hoarse right now. Like, actually running around and talking, I guess that's why people don't do that on podcasts more. It's like actually doing things while you're podcasting can make you like a little hoarse sometimes. How far were you in before the hiccup? I think I was, and it wasn't a hiccup, it just left the PSN network. And I was looking at the ability to send my save file from PS4 to the Steam, but there was no cross. There was some way, but it was really like complicated and risky. So I just decided to start over again. And whatever. I'm blowing through the stuff. It's fine. And it's still pretty fun. I may load it up and just play it straight and just be like, well, this is where we're starting from again. The birthday, I told what's her face about the birthday party. Magic. I told her about the birthday party, and everything played out the same. She smashed the cake and everything, so it's like you can sort of kind of like get a few like buffs here and there by things you do, but the things pretty much play out the same way. We'll see. Yeah, I did a complete 180. I did a Pacifica on Magic during my first gameplay. I was like, oh, she's just a bitch. And then by that time, I was like, oh no, she's a poor girl, and I will protect her with everything I've got. So anyway, yeah. We'll see what happens there. What do I have there on Google? What did I have there that popped up? Whatever. Yeah, this is the end. We will keep doing this. This was fun. I'll find other times during the week when I can like do streaming. Maybe during like starting. This will occur anytime between 2 and 10 o'clock. Or 4. If I start at 2, whatever. But I want to keep doing this, especially since I need to burn through all of these files that I saved. I'm starting to run out of space on my 2 terabyte disk because I have been saving a lot of Let's Draws from the last year that I just haven't been doing these. So anyway, everyone take care, and I will see you when I see you, okay? You'll all be cool. Have a good night. Good day. Bye.